Tony liked to wear a garter here, a bra there, and yeah, I had a couple Polaroids, and where's the camera? Mansoor. If you think I'm not gonna find you, you're wrong, because I will find you. And when I do, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna have with me, but it's long, it's orange, and it rhymes with pickle.
We also tracked down Pickard.
What I mean by Krause followed me is I went up the Empire State Building. Krause was there. He was up just on that little pole that like sticks off the top, just swinging and stuff, and just so he could get some special shot. I don't know. When I went up the Eiffel Tower, well, I took the elevator. I decided I could be that public anyway. Then there I see Krause like shimmying up the side, just like he used it as a ladder, and he's got his little video camera on a rope behind him. When I was in my English pub, like as a bartender, even, Krause, well, he had a disguise on, but he was always just he was there, he was drunk, he was back in the corner. The telltale sign was that video camera up his sleeve. Who in the hell is going to follow you to Pamplona, Spain? And I decided I was going to run with a horde of angry bulls. Hey, Ben, can you give me fear? I look up, there's Krause, he's hanging off a balcony, like right in front of me. I just run, and I ran, and I mean, the bulls, I was throwing bulls out of the way. I don't know, can we stop, please? He just won't stop. He just won't stop.
I'm not out to get Pickard, despite what he may think. I'm merely out to teach him a little lesson about loyalty. And if it's a hard lesson, then I'm the person to teach it, you know.
But what now for this gallery of actors whose particular chemistry made the Krause films all that they were and more? Where to from here, and what advice do they have to give Krause?
It's crazy film business, and ever since little though, he went crazy camcorder, and I just couldn't stop him, and it just turned into a crazy nightmare.
He's going right down the tubes, man. I've seen that work, and it's you know, he's doing fine stuff, and he's got a lot of stuff there. You know, he's got a lot of people cheering him on. It's that Joe Adam guy. You stick him in there, and you know, you're just gonna ruin the whole show. It's like Richard Gere and Sean Connery in the same picture, man. It's not gonna work, all right? It's just not gonna work. That's why my career went down the tubes, man.
At the beginning, he seemed so focused, so clear and defined. And as time's gone by, he's turned more of a shade of gray, just in between black and white.
Oh, I'd say morbid is what he's becoming.
The man's a piece of shit, okay? He always casts himself in the best role naturally, and he never dies. I mean, sure he died in Godfathers 2, but that was natural causes. I want him to die a bloody, horrible, painful death.
Some people's work say to improve, like the good ones that die young. Not saying that he was a good one, because Lord knows he wasn't, but the good ones like James Dean or Buddy Holly, when they die, or the Big Bopper, their music or their career, their legacy is much more built up than it might have ever been. So the best thing that Dan could do to salvage anything of his work would be to fall in the river.
Keep up the good work, Dan. You're really doing a beautiful job, and I wish you all the success in the world.
My life is a bit unstable right now. I mean, for example, I'm out here in this boat in the middle of Loch Ness.
I did a, we had a huge production with myself and a lot of big names in a show called the Wizard of Oz, or, well, no, it was the Wizard of O. We had a few budget problems at the end, and that signs, those Z's are very angled, and it's hard to make those. We didn't have enough money, so it was the the whiz of O.
I was, it's kind of funny, I was going to be on Circus of the Stars, and I was going to be one of those tightrope walkers, but I couldn't hold that stick right, so they made me go onto the ground crew, and what I had to do was clean up elephant shit off the ground, so I kind of got demoted, but yet I was still there with all those stars. It was kind of great.
I don't know. I think it's probably the hope that someday Dan would be rich and famous and he kind of...
Hey, Huff! What are you doing here sitting around, huh? That wood's not getting any younger. Sitting out there in that log. Let's get going.
I've been working all day,
hey,
right?
Hey,
been working all
Ben's a
day.
good guy. So, back for more interview? You know, I don't think that last time that interview got the fair side of me. I think we need to kind of continue on. So, whenever you're ready...
You know my number, don't you? Would you pass it along to him, you know? If he starts to feel a little better, or feel up to some activity.
Make your films and screenplays just the way you have. Bloody, disgusting, sex-filled, lusty, and even profoundly abusive.
Of course, I really running out of time. I've got to get back to my little pen where the large woman who eats raw pigs is showing right now. And I got to go get my rat boy out of his cage.
Do you have any more questions? I've got to go spread some fertilizer on the field, on the lawn. The Adams get really mad if I don't get their lawn mowed. So I'm gonna go. Okay, you know. I gotta get my thing. Sorry. Please don't tell Mr. Adam I was drinking a beer on his property. Okay. Bye bye.
I gotta go.
And, perhaps most intriguingly, what's down the road for Krause himself? Will he stay out of the film biz? Will he try to reunite his now legendary cast for one final hurrah? Will he ever visit, at long last, Harry Larry's Pretzel Hovel o' Fun? Until then, whenever it may be, the entertainment industry may well want to watch its back. For Daniel D. Krause is still at large.